You ready for Denver?
Nome do The Pop Stars, you are the pop star.
We're back on the road again. This time we're headed to Pagosa Springs, Colorado. We flew into Albuquerque, New Mexico because it's a lot closer to Pagosa Springs. It's only a 3-hour drive versus flying into Denver where it's 5 hours. This airport was really cool because it had a lot of history about the Indian reserves. There are so many Indian reserves in New Mexico, so if you haven't been one, you should go check it out. We flew into New Mexico Friday night, so we ended up driving to Pagosa Springs in the morning. Now, I wanted pharmacy, but it was a 45-minute wait, so we ended up at Wesley's favorite place, IHOP, for brunch. The one thing I can say about New Mexico is it is very aesthetically pleasing. It is the neutral colors, it's a lot of flat land, and it's really beautiful. When we were on the road, we stopped and we took pictures because you normally don't see this on the East Coast. As you get closer to Colorado, you're going to see a lot of mountains. So I'm taking you guys along with us on our 3-hour road trip and showing you guys some of the neat agriculture we saw. Not a lot of civilization on this drive, so make sure you have a full tank and use the restroom before you leave. There was this one road that was completely empty, so Wes and I got out and took pictures in the middle of the street. It was really breathtaking. The main reason for this trip, besides being a little getaway, was to see some snow. And when we got to Colorado, we got a lot of it. The best part was seeing the Welcome to Colorado colorful sign. Now, when you get to the sign, you have about a 30-minute drive through the mountains to Pagosa Springs. Pagosa Springs is this small little cute country town. Everything is super close to each other, so you don't have a far drive to get to your hotel or to get to any of the activities. We stayed at the Club Wyndham Resort that is also associated with our timeshare. I still owe you guys a video on how our timeshare works, but we stayed in this 1-bedroom apartment for 3 nights and 4 days for $300. We had a full kitchen, full dining room, full living room, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and a patio. I definitely wish we were staying for a few more days because this place was cozy. Wesley made himself right at home. Look at him chilling on this couch. Got the feet on the table. Don't know how to act. Not even watching TV. Here is the hallway to our bedroom and our bathroom. The bedroom was huge. The bathroom was huge. I mean, I did well. Let me know in the comments if you guys ever consider getting timeshare or if you would like to know a little bit more about it. Last night we did get a little bit of snow, but I did want to show you guys how much snow you will see when you come to Pagosa Springs. So make sure you get a rental that can drive in this type of weather. This morning we're doing a hot air balloon ride over Pagosa Springs. This is something that has always been on both of our bucket lists, and we're super excited to try it out today. Oh yeah. Say hi, Sugarlicious. You can help set up the hot air balloon, but we left it to the experts because they knew what they were doing. The guys that were setting up were super cool, and Sean came out and gave us the little spiel of everything that we're going to see during the ride. Yeah.
What's going on, guys? Sean, we'll be a pilot this morning.
Hey, Sean.
Somewhere around here we have Courtney. She's going to be taking pictures.
Oh, yeah,
well,
Courtney.
My bad. Make it right. And right over here we have Jude, Eric, and Maria. They're going to be our ground crew today. Hi, guys. Yeah, they don't want to wave today.
The photographer's name was Courtney, which was super cool because I love that name, obviously. But Sean was telling us everything about what we were going to see, and then he also mentioned that there will be a champagne toast once we land. Look at Wesley try to help out. He was cracking me up. I ain't gonna lie, I was giggling. Meanwhile, I was out here getting footage. Once the balloon was starting to blow up, we got to take pictures in front of it. It was definitely a great moment. And we finally get into the balloon. It's not as easy as it looks, especially if you're as clumsy as me. I almost knocked over the top part. Courtney got some great shots of us taking off. So this ride will take you up to 3,000 feet into the air with a 200-mile panoramic view of 4 different states. The views were breathtaking. If you have not flown in a hot air balloon, I highly recommend you doing it, and you can do it in Pagosa Springs for a very cheap cost. So a nozzle broke somewhere on the air balloon. This is a funny story, but we had to do an emergency, or not emergency, but an early landing in the middle of a neighborhood. We ended up hitting a tree. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I was getting nervous. I was playing cool, but I was sweating. As we get closer to the ground, you'll see this one guy coming from the back. I'm gonna point him out, running to catch the basket as we land. I honestly think Sean, our instructor, was panicking, but he was playing it cool. So honestly, it made for a good story because we all made it home safely. Completely forgot to mention who we're riding with. So we are riding with the Rocky Mountain Balloon Adventures. I'll make sure I add their link below. They are completely safe, even though we had an incident, and you will enjoy the ride. Wes was out here playing in the snow and then tried to take off again in the air balloon. I had to go catch him. After I caught Wes, we headed back to their office for the closing ceremony where we had the champagne toast. If you want to experience the closing ceremony, make sure you check out Rocky Adventures. Our ride ended around 10 o'clock, so we went to Two Chicks and a Hippie for breakfast. After breakfast, we were supposed to go skiing, but both of us were tired, so we went hiking in the snow, took some great photos, and really just enjoyed the day and went back to our room to relax. The next day is what I came for. It was to go to the hot springs. The hot springs we went to was at the Springs Resort and Spa in Pagosa. Didn't do any of the spa activities, but we did just go to the bathhouse. Here they'll give you your robe, your towel, they have locker rooms for changing, and you can buy souvenirs if you're interested. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't too impressed with this hot springs resort. It was nice, but it was also a little run down. One nice thing about it was there were multiple hot springs to soak in, and there was an adult only section if you want to have a little privacy away from the kids. They also have an area where you can do a cold plunge. Wes and I went to the adult only section, and once we were soaking in the water, we were good. However, the blue trash cans, the orange water containers, it just wasn't aesthetically pleasing, and I felt like they could do a lot better. But we still had a really good time. Decided to do the cold plunge. Wesley wasn't having it, but it was 41 degrees Fahrenheit. This water was so cold, it made my skin burn. I literally could only stay in for 3 seconds. I did want to take a moment to mention, if you're liking this video or like traveling with Wes and I, please make sure you leave a comment and hit that like button. And if you want to stick around, make sure you subscribe. After my 3-second plunge, I hopped out and met Wesley at the fire pit. We hung around for about another 2 hours, and once we were done, we just went back to the room and enjoyed the rest of our stay. This was supposed to be a rest and relaxation trip, so we really didn't do too much. I didn't record all of our meals because a lot of the food was bar food. There wasn't a lot of great restaurants out there, but this was definitely a staple trip that everyone needs. So if you're looking for snow, hot springs, or just trying to rest and relax, make sure you go check out Pagosa Springs. See you guys next time.